This is not Medicaid or Medicare. This is the marketplace with the largest selection of healthcare plans from the Affordable Care Act. To find a plan that's right for you, call 800-626-9042. That's 800-626-9042.
The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kevin Hodge. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, Michigan lawmakers look to increase funding for local road projects, saying they've been left behind. Plus, we're live in Washington, D.C. with the latest as the task force investigating the Trump assassination's attempts comes closer to making their findings public. And the Room at the Inn is getting ready to open a new family shelter this week. We'll go over the details on what they hope to provide to those in need. Your 19 News at 6 starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
And it looks a little snowy for the Marquette area for tonight, adding to what we had already from today. Snow showers will continue, an inch or two possible, especially away from the immediate lake shore. Temperatures will be dropping close to that 30-degree marker, upper 20s by daybreak. And snow showers will continue across much of the Upper Peninsula, and quite cold, down to near 20 near the Wisconsin border. So we could have some slippery roads as well from those cold temps. More on the forecast into Thanksgiving later in the show. Kevin?
Thanks, Tom. And yes, the snow has arrived in Marquette. With it still being fairly warm out, much of it has already dissipated, but the wetness caused drivers to use caution on the roads today. Here are some of the shots in Marquette showing what motorists had to drive through. Michigan State Police say in these conditions, it's important to leave for your destination early, take your time, and give yourself plenty of space between yourself and other drivers. Tom DeVecchio will tell us what else we can expect later in the show. New bills to fund local road repairs have been introduced to the Michigan's House of Representatives. They're on a break for the holidays. Still, Republican lawmakers are pushing to prioritize the bills. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy spoke with the bill's authors about why they are pushing for action before the end of the year.
In the past 6 years, the state of Michigan has received billions of federal dollars to improve major roads and corridors around the state. Republicans in Michigan's House of Representatives are now calling attention to local roads, saying that's where the real investments are needed.
It's our county and local roads that need the help.
Speaker-elect Matt Hall introduced a set of bills alongside Republican colleagues last week. Hall says despite increasing budget totals, the funding for local roads in particular has not risen on pace with everything else.
I talked to Greg Markkinen today. He said there's a road up in his district that hasn't been redone since the 1950s.
The bills lay out a plan to dedicate $2.7 billion to fix Michigan's local roads and bridges. It would redirect funds from corporate income tax and gas taxes and plan to use education funding that's set to expire.
We have a shortage of the funding from the driveways to the highways, and that is a promise that I would like to really fulfill, and to do this without raising taxes. That's what I'm so excited about this plan, is being able to just do it by better budgeting.
The lawmakers emphasized their plan shouldn't increase taxes or decrease education funding, stating that any money taken away from the education budget in the process would be backfilled from another source that is still up for negotiation.
We're going to dedicate that part of it to a new formula which is weighted more toward those local roads and county roads. And that's where the UP is going to come out very well.
Lawmakers now have until the end of December to push the plan through the legislature. But the Speaker-elect says this will remain a priority even after the new year. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
The Congressional Task Force investigating the assassination attempt against President-elect Donald Trump is set to release their final report within the next couple of days. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp spoke with the chair, Representative Mike Kelly, about the latest on their work. And Rachel joins us live from Washington. Rachel, good evening.
Good evening, Kevin. So this task force has spent countless amounts of hours digging through interviews and digging through documents of data about those assassination attempts. But moving forward, Representative Mike Kelly tells me that they're looking at maybe changing the way operations and oversights are set for the U.S. Secret Service.
The federal agencies were not ready that day.
Representative Mike Kelly, who chairs the task force investigating the assassination attempt against President-elect Donald Trump, says communication with federal agencies like the U.S. Secret Service was a huge failure on the July assassination attempt in Butler County, Pennsylvania. The task force is set to release a more extensive final report on the failures leading up to the assassination attempt. Secret Service, which is tasked to protect presidents, have been criticized heavily on both sides of the aisle for not being better prepared.
Federal agencies did not coordinate with the activity that should have been taking place, the oversight that should have been taking place, and more important than anything, the preparation.
Now, Representative Kelly is suggesting the Secret Service, which is overseen by the Department of Homeland Security, should be a standalone agency.
We think maybe separating and truly make them this elite group, recruit the numbers of people we need, all the assets that they need, that's the best approach.
As for the future, Kelly believes the task force's report and work will help protect current, former, and future presidents.
Can we come up with something, say this will never happen again? No, we can't say it will never happen again, or an attempt will never happen again, but we'll be able to say, based on everything we've looked at, everything we've measured, everything we've weighed, this would be the ideal situation to be in, and how you would protect it. We can have that, but again, it's going to come down to the fact that nobody can guarantee 100% that something couldn't happen again.
And Kevin, moving forward, the task force says that their work will end essentially after they release that final report, but they do hope that protective services will use any of the recommendations that they do suggest. Now, there have been a couple of congressional hearings on these assassination attempts where members on both sides of the aisle have grilled the U.S. Secret Service over these assassination attempts. Kevin, back to you.
Rachel, thank you very much. November is National Homeless Prevention Month. With a sharp increase in the number of homeless families, the Room at the Inn is opening their first shelter where for families with children in Marquette County, the unit will accommodate 2 families in the 2-bedroom home. Because minors are involved, applicants must pass a background check and show need.
We, over the last year and a half or so, have seen a really alarming increase in families who are not fleeing domestic violence who are experiencing homelessness. You've got single-parent households that, or even 2-parent households that just really can't afford rent anymore, and so we want to make sure that there is a safety net for those families.
Wilkinson says donations of winter clothing, bedding, and furniture, as well as monetary donations, are still needed for all of their shelter operations. Your first warning weather forecast is after the break. Plus, we'll check in with my main man. Where is he? Give me Jim. There he is. Jim Koski's here for Life in the 906. He has some things to share about Thanksgiving this year. And later, communities across the Upper Peninsula are getting ready for their annual holiday traditions. We'll check in with Gladstone to see what they have in store. We're back after this.
John's Auto has been voted the #1 dealer to buy pre-owned vehicle for longer than I've been alive. If you're looking for a vehicle, or if you're looking for someone to help with your current car, or if you need to get yours looking like new again, come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a case.
Are you guys trying to take a selfie with the bad guy?
Just keep running because the guns are coming.
Wife of the most powerful defense contractor in the country. Used to be connected to the mob, and still is.
I have a job to do. We need to keep you secure.
I guess you guys don't need us.
NCIS is all new CBS tonight, 9/8 Central, and streaming on Paramount+.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine.
May the light in your heart and in your home shine extra bright this holiday season.
Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Is your parents' car sounding funny? Do you hear any clunks, rattles, squeaks, or leaks? Tell them to call John's Auto Service Department for fast, friendly, and affordable service. Come see us at John's Auto Sales and Service, Marquette.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
FlexSteel reclining furniture's on sale now at Shunk. You know, FlexSteel furniture's always been special to me. When my parents started in business 68 years ago, FlexSteel was one of our main lines, and it still is today. FlexSteel is #1 in style, quality, and comfort. At your fingertips, you can recline, adjust your lower lumbar, and your adjustable headrest. In this comfort of this premium leather, you could sit here all day. All the latest styles and features are here on sale now. Shop Shunks of Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ TV19 First Warning Weather with meteorologist Tom DeVecchio.
Got a hit of wintertime for today. We'll continue with that wintertime look for tonight before things diminish toward daybreak. Overall, we have a cold week. Weather after today looking pretty decent into Thanksgiving, and then perhaps a little more snow post-Thanksgiving. So futurecast into Tuesday morning. Some bands of snow showers continue, but they start to move offshore. And then we get a few bands around during the day on Tuesday. Snowfall amounts through Tuesday morning, looking at in the general 1 to 3 inches, and some of you will get certainly more here. And then as we head on toward Wednesday morning, total snow amounts again, as you can see, they're in that 1 to 3, and some spots getting more. So we're looking at some slick conditions here. Now, as we go on farther down the road, here's Wednesday's futurecast. We're seeing pretty good travel weather locally here. Not a lot in the way of precipitation. As we head toward Turkey Day itself, you can see Thursday, a couple of snow showers, and maybe a little bit of a mix glancing the eastern sections here. Not expecting any serious problems. As always, watch for some slick roads. Look what happens as we head toward Friday, though. Lake effect machine starts to kick into gear, and we do expect some snowy conditions. If you're traveling around the nation here for Wednesday, of course, the big travel day of the year. And again, the grand scheme of things, Ohio Valley could be rainy, maybe a little bit of snow here. Headed up toward the northeast, looks like rain. But to actually travel for Wednesday looks pretty decent. It's after Wednesday when things could get a bit on the snowy side. So for Turkey Day, looking at cold temperatures, mostly cloudy, maybe a little bit of light snow. Temperatures probably in the lower 30s for Marquette itself, upper 20s to mid 30s across the whole UP. Overnight lows in the teens to the mid 20s. So we have some fairly cold temperatures around, including tonight. Snow showers looking at about an inch or 2 for Marquette, maybe up to 3 more in some of the areas closer toward the Wisconsin border and toward the east. Temperatures in the 20s, maybe low 30s, and we're not going to change much for tomorrow with temperatures in the lower 30s overall. And may not get out of the 20s, Iron Mountain, Iron River. A couple of snow bands here, but additional accumulations will be less than an inch. So cold but dry for Wednesday, and we'll keep a chance of a few flakes or some light showers for Thanksgiving Day. Then here come the snow showers, maybe some decent accumulations for Friday into the upcoming weekend. We'll be talking about this more as we head on through the rest of the week.
Thank you, Tom. And coming up next on Insights, we're joined by Bob Hendrickson of the Iron Ore Heritage Trail Authority. We're talking about their recent millage passing and what it means for representation of the communities they serve. That conversation is in 2 minutes.
Chips or cracks, we got your back. Brian's Auto Glass.
Introducing Brian's Auto Glass, now in Nagani. Your trusted experts in auto glass repair and replacement. When it comes to your vehicle's glass, trust the experts at Brian's Auto Glass. Our highly trained technicians handle everything from window replacements to fixing those annoying chips. At Brian's Auto Glass, we're committed to quality and precision, ensuring your safety on the road. Visit us today at our new location at 6 Industrial Drive in Nagani, or call us at 906-233-4527.
Get into the holiday cooking spirit at the Taste of the Island Holiday Cooking Show, December 10th in Harris. Nicole Mercier, who is featured on the Food Network, will be demonstrating cookie decorating techniques. And the Island Resort and Casino's executive chef will be doing live demonstrations. Tickets are $30 and can be picked up at the Daily Press, Elmhurst County Market, or at the Island Resort and Casino. The Taste of the Island Holiday Cooking Show, sponsored by WZMQ 19, the Island Resort and Casino, and the Daily Press.
Get your popcorn and your drinks ready.
I get down to business with the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Now I get to see what everybody says about me.
Ooh, the tea is hot.
Not everybody's single.
How's she gonna tell my business like this?
Plus, Marvin Sapp sings us down.
The Jennifer Hudson Show, tomorrow at 5 on WZMQ TV CBS, followed by 19 News at 6.
She's inquisitive
What led to this young lady finding you in this compromising situation?
and firm.
The only thing that matters in this particular courtroom, sir, is how I see it.
Watch Equal Justice with Judge Ebony K. Williams.
Weekdays on WZMQ CBS. You're watching WZMQ 19 News, live and local, with Kevin Hodge.
Welcome back, everyone. This past election saw the Iron Ore Heritage Trail Authority successful with their millage proposal. And joining us to talk about what this means for the nearby communities is Trail Administrator Bob Hendrickson. Bob, always great to have you on.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So why don't we break down what the millage was for anyone who is not familiar?
Sure. So the millage helps fund the Iron Ore Recreation Authority, which then we're the caretakers for the Iron Ore Heritage Trail, is a 0.197 millage. Which breaks out to about $10 to $15 per taxpayer. Then that will also be used for upkeep and maintenance of the trail, and then for special projects, community connectivity, also telling the stories of Humboldt and Ely townships, which we haven't really got into yet, so that'll be something we could work on.
Right, this is going to give them some more representation to what your projects and all that. Can you tell us more about that?
Yeah, well, it really depends on how the board wants to drive it, and it really depends on the representatives of what their needs are in each of the communities. So right off the bat, there's a lot of work that needs to be done on the tread, the actual corridor. The material that's on it now is really pretty much sandy and rocky. We want to keep improving that as we can. There's a lot of infrastructure, a lot of culverts, a lot of bridges that need attention. We need to start working on a game plan of how those are going to be attended. And then we start getting into the community needs of what the communities want to see come out of it. One of the ideas, or one of the things that came out from when we were talking to the communities is that community connectivity, getting ways to either extend the trails out through the corridors or making it easier access to the trail.
Sure, and with this millage passing, what do you think it means for future projects as you move forward?
Well, there won't be instantaneous. The corridor will remain the same. It'll go from Republic out to Chocolate. We'll still have the Lankin and Land extension next year. That'll be a big project. That's going to be the main focus. But on the sidelines of that would be working with the townships, and I'll be meeting with them next month at their township meetings. The seating of the representatives, so each municipality will have a representative on the board, and then that will be they'll be seated in April of 2025. That's when the real work starts. We'll be at a full board then, which is 10 municipalities. And because we need to have an odd number of board members, so for voting, we'll also be bringing in a county, Marquette County representative too. So we'll have a full board of 11 representatives.
All right, sounds like a big team there that'll be able to get some.
It will be, yeah. And there'll be some changes otherwise too. So we'll have some returning board members, but also I think it's going to be a fresh slate and a new chapter for the Heritage Trail.
All right, sounds great. And do you have any projects going on right now that you can tell us about?
Yeah, so we just wrapped up a motorized bypass just east of Negaunee. This is going to link up 480 to 492. It'll be ready for the snowmobile season this year. So typically it's in the wintertime, most of the trail goes into the snowmobile mode. So it's the snowmobile clubs that take care of it. What this does is then separates the trail from, we had a blind corner that's made everybody a little bit nervous about, and that was where the boardwalk went into. So we were able to get a piece of land that's just adjacent to that and put a really nice corridor for the motorized vehicles. It's going to be almost done by the winter. We're getting things in. We're running out of time now, but we'll get this done. It'll be ready for the snowmobile season, and then through next summer, we'll work on it to make it a connectivity for the ORV traffic. So that'll connect 480 to 492 and allow people to use their ORVs. So at this time, it is an ORV trail corridor, but we'll be working with the DNR to make it one.
All right, and with all this going on right now, Bob, what are your thoughts on just the future of the Trail Authority right now?
Well, it's going to be busy for sure. Carol, our previous director, she left a lot on the plate for me, and we've been able, to tick quite a few of those projects off this summer. It's been great. I feel I have a full year under my belt now, and then working with this new board coming on, I think there's a lot of momentum to really make this a premier, which already is a premier trail, but even more so.
Sure. All right, Bob.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, as always, for coming in. Always glad to have you.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And tomorrow on Insights, we chat with an Aspirus doctor about Lung Cancer Awareness Month and why it's important to get screened. That's tomorrow, right here on 19 News Insights. And still to come on your 19 News at 6, we find out what Jim Koski is talking about for life in the 906. And later we'll hear about what Gladstone has in store for the holidays, including their old-fashioned Christmas event taking place this Friday. But first, here's your Upers United Volunteer Opportunity of the Day. Room at the Inn is looking for help making holiday cards for the homeless population. They ask you to be creative, sign at least your first name, and send the card unsealed. Completed cards will be delivered and distributed by Room at the Inn's local shelters. And to sign up to be a volunteer or check out other opportunities, just head to upersunited.com. And we'll be right back after this.
Supersize your mattress during Kirkish Furniture's Black November sale. This Restonic two-sided queen mattress, just $5.99. And save up to $500 on select adjustable Tempur-Pedic mattress sets. Going on now at Kirkish Furniture.
I want to know why you are taking a day off when the man who killed my family is still out there.
This world's packed to the brim with a bunch of no good guys. There's no rhyme or reason to what people think a life is worth.
You were supposed to protect her!
I meant it when I said you come a long way. You ready to learn?
NCIS Origins is all new CBS tonight, 10/9 Central, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
It's your last chance. Menards' 11% rebate ends Thanksgiving Day. We carry easy-to-install storage solutions that help maximize your space. This Rubbermaid pantry kit is $109.99 after rebate. Add warmth and elegance to any room with soft and luxurious area rugs from Natco. Get a Lynn area rug for $119.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Attention Medicare beneficiaries. It's that time of year again. Medicare annual enrollment period is here. From October 15th until December 7th, you have the opportunity to make changes to your Medicare Advantage plan. The annual enrollment period is started and will end on December 7th. Now is the time to speak with a licensed agent about your Medicare Advantage options and to find out about the benefits available to you with the Medicare Advantage plan. Mark your calendars and make the most of the Medicare annual enrollment period.
Call 800-517-8602.
Top investigators and police use the latest forensic science to uncover the truth and solve real cases. The devil is always in the details. Forensic Factor.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's check in with good old Jim Koski for Life in the 906. And Jim, I understand you wanted to talk about a Thanksgiving tradition.
Well, Kevin, you know, we are heading into Thanksgiving, that time of the year when we all give a little thought to the things that we're thankful for. Now, we each have our own reason to give thanks, but collectively as Upers, we also have things to be thankful for together. We should all be thankful that we live in a place that experiences each of the 4 seasons, even if we have a chance of snow days in 3 of those seasons, and the 4th seems like it's only 6 days long. We should all be thankful for the things that bring us together, like high school sports teams that win state championships. Way to go, Crystal Falls Forest Park. We should be thankful that we're surrounded by amazing natural wonders, from the Porkies to pictured rocks to black rocks, both the kind you jump off of and the kind that you drink. We should be thankful for the Nakamanot, the UP 200, the UP State Fair, and festivals that celebrate everything from outhouses to giant mushrooms. And maybe more importantly, we should be thankful for all of the volunteers who make those events possible. We should be thankful for so many other things as well, including the Holy Trinity of food. Well, first of all, we should be thankful for communities that have a rich history, and as well for communities that celebrate that history. We should also be thankful for the Holy Trinity of food, pasties, kudigi, and fudge, and we should even be thankful for the tourists who think we eat nothing but pasties, kudigi, and fudge. Why? Because A, they give us their money, and 2, the joke is on them. Finally, we should be thankful for all of us, the urban Yoopers of Marquette, the rural Yoopers everywhere else, and even the transplanted Yoopers who live amongst us all. Each and every one of us, no matter where we live or where we were born, adds our own little contribution to help make up this magical place in which we live. These days, with everything that's going on in the world, it seems like it's hard to find anything for which to be thankful. But you know what? You spend a few seconds looking, you'll find more reasons than you ever could have imagined. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I'm Jim Koski, and that's another slice of life in the 906.
All right, thanks very much for that, Jim, and happy Thanksgiving to you as well. Don't forget to join Jim weekday afternoons on Q107 WMQT. The city of Gladstone kicks off its holiday festivities in a big way this week. Our Escanaba reporter Lily Simmons tells us what the community can expect.
Christmas is officially coming to Gladstone, and not just because of the snowfall. The DDA is preparing for the city's old-fashioned Christmas this Friday, beginning with a tree lighting at 5:30.
After that, the whole downtown's going to come alive for an opportunity to go inside different businesses, do crafts. There'll be lots of cookies and hot chocolate, lots of things for families to come down and enjoy together.
An evening of fun for the public and a boost in traffic for small businesses.
It gives them an opportunity to kick off some of their Black Friday sales and really allowing people to stop in if they haven't been in a while or explore some new businesses in town as well.
The tree at the heart of that celebration is extra special this year, thanks to a community-wide effort.
We were having a really difficult time finding a Christmas tree. A few years ago, the disease spread through a lot of the local trees. So this year we actually have a crowdsourced Christmas tree. We put it up on our Facebook page. We received a ton of phone calls. We actually have a waiting list now for coming years as well. We're really excited that the community was able to come together to help us celebrate.
And the festivities don't end on Friday. On December 20th, the city's electric department and WPPI Energy are hosting a holiday home decorating contest.
We are going to be having prizes for the top 3 to qualify. You just have to be a city resident or on City of Gladstone Electric.
With every corner of the city helping to make the holidays merry and bright, the DDA says it's no wonder Christmas is such a special time of year in Gladstone.
Our old-fashioned Christmas really brings that childhood magic back to life, and it's really fun for all of the people that left Gladstone to come home and have that opportunity to celebrate as a family again.
Lily Simmons, WZMQ 19 News, Gladstone.
Registration for the home decorating contest closes December 15th, and you can visit WZMQ19.com for the details. And we'll have your final look at weather coming up after the break.
Are you on Medicaid and in need of bladder control and incontinence products? Then stay tuned for a free offer from Active Style.
Can Medicaid help me with bladder control products?
At Active Style, we understand your needs and offer convenient home delivery of incontinence products for children and adults. And they may be available at no cost to you if you're Medicaid eligible. When you call a personal consultant, someone like me will help you find the best bladder control supplies for you. Our products have a super absorbent core that locks away wetness to keep you dry. And if the fit's not right, we'll send different products until you're completely satisfied. Plus, every order ships free right to your door in discreet boxes.
Active Style is a lifesaver.
If you're on Medicaid, call now for your free sample. Active Style is the easy, convenient way to get incontinence supplies shipped discreetly to your door at no cost to you.
Call 1-800-918-4072.
It's Christmas time at Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette. The tree is up and the stockings are hung by the chimney with care. Come shop our timeless diamond stud earrings, gemstones of every color, and fashion jewelry that will capture her heart. Give the gift of love wrapped up with one of our signature gold boxes with a burgundy bow. Shop Richardson Jewelers, downtown Marquette.
At Richardson Jewelers.
Some places talk about being local, but we actually are local. Our family started Superior Collision 18 years ago, and we're still the ones who own and operate it today. No big company name, no outside investors. We are all Marquette, and we're going to stay that way. We are part of this community, and we are proud of the work we do. You can choose to go to a corporate body shop, or you can stay local and go to Superior Collision, Marquette's local hometown body shop.
Snow showers will continue for tonight, an additional 1 to 3 inches across the Upper Peninsula, primarily away from the lake shore. Cold temps for tomorrow, some light snow and flurries here and there. Additional accumulations, a coating to less than an inch. Wednesday, good travel day here, at least across the Upper Peninsula. We're not expecting much in the way of snowfall. And even for Thanksgiving, a chance of a little rain or wet snow. And some snow showers that will be kicking in for Friday and into the upcoming weekend. Kevin?
Thanks, Tom. And finally tonight, 2 turkeys from the Midwest traveled to Washington for a trip of a lifetime ahead of Thanksgiving Day. Peach and Blossom made their 16-hour trip to the White House on today, where they received a special presidential pardon from the commander-in-chief. The birds were raised on a farm in Northfield, Minnesota, but named after the Delaware state flower. President Biden commented on this time in his office as he carried out the final turkey pardon of his presidency. That's all we have for now. We'll see you later tonight.